Welcome to this short online tutorial on answering the question delivered to you by the Ask Academic Skills service. We're going to be looking at ways of breaking down an assignment question, some helpful tips for approaching an assignment question, and we're also going to consider some strategies for staying focused on the question throughout your entire assignment. A common error which students often get marked down for is not answering the question. So what exactly does this mean? Well, often it means misinterpreting the question. So this is when a student thinks and believes that a question is asking them something in particular, when actually, on closer inspection, it's asking the student to do something else. Not answering the question can also mean leaving out parts of the question. So sometimes there's more than one part of a question. A question may have 2 or 3 or more parts to a particular assignment question or brief. So you must assign equal time to make sure that you answer all parts of the question. A common error is also providing a description of things related to the particular question or topic in mind, but not actually answering the specific question or adopting a position. So again, this would lose marks because the student is only in the realm of description and they need to move into the realm of analysis and evaluation in order to get better marks. So what does it mean to break down an assignment question successfully? Well, it's not enough to just kind of understand the gist of what is being asked of you. You need to spend time evaluating and breaking down your question. So first of all, think about what is the general topic about in this particular assignment question. And then you get in to evaluate the question a little bit deeper by considering the focus of the question. And remember, like we said in the previous slide, pay attention to whether or not there's more than one focus to a question. Also pay attention to the third bullet point here, which is what is the question instructing you to do? So look at the instruction words or phrases. Examples are discuss, examine, compare, contrast. You've got to make sure that you fulfill what the question is instructing you to do in order to try to get the most marks in your answer. Here are some tips for approaching an assignment question. Make some brief notes on what you initially understand from the question. So this can be just immediate keywords that crop up into your mind that you think you need to pay attention to. Reread the question a few times and think about the details of what you are being asked and make notes as necessary. Consider the issues, texts or questions that you may want to incorporate into discussion to help answer the question. So now we're moving away from just the question as a sole independent question, but you're looking at it in terms of the other issues and questions and debates that maybe you have considered in the other modules that you've studied and the course that you're looking at. So we're beginning to locate the question within the context of your particular field of study. And use this to begin building your draft outline of your assignment. So actually, by decoding and breaking down your assignment question, you can use this to build a skeleton of a draft and also as a plan. Strategies for staying focused on the question throughout your assignment are regularly referring back to the assignment question. This is really important because you want to make sure that everything is relevant to the particular question being asked of you. Think about whether or not each paragraph helps to answer your assignment question. Again, you don't want to go off on a tangent in your main body. Everything must be relevant and focused. For more guidance on writing effective paragraphs, see our video on structuring paragraphs. Another helpful strategy to stay focused is to think about whether or not each paragraph helps to develop the position that you are taking in response to the question. For more guidance on forming and developing a position, see our video on constructing a thesis statement. Let's pay attention then briefly to what not to do. What you shouldn't do is write about the general topic of the question. Another thing that you don't want to do is to ignore what the question is specifically instructing you to do, because this way you'll end up writing an answer which actually is irrelevant to the question. Another thing that you don't want to do is to write an essay which answers the question you would have liked to have been given. Another thing you don't want to do is to discuss lots of semi-related issues but not focusing on the question at hand. You also don't want to jump into answering a question. Take the time to analyse the question at hand. In summary, before drafting an essay answer, take some time to break down the assignment question. Analyse the question closely so that you can use it to focus your research and response, and refer back to the essay question to help you remain focused. Remember that if you're a Brunel student, you can book an appointment with an Ask Advisor online and also attend our workshops. For further information, check out the Ask website, Blackboard and interactive resources. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and you can also contact us via email at ask@brunel.ac.uk.